As the debates on Budget 2022 continued on Tuesday afternoon, much of the opposition's argument proffered during the morning sessions were repeated with new justification. Opposition Member of Parliament Shurwayne Holder staunchly announced that he rejected Budget 2022 because of its mediocre allocations to the country's poor and vulnerable. Not only does the budget not provide enough money to sustain the less fortunate, but it does not provide any real benefits for the country's first people, as argued by Holder.
This government is yet to explain to our first people how exactly our Indigenous brothers and sisters will benefit from our oil industry. We are yet to see any new program to be implemented as a result of this newfound oil well.
Based on Budget 2022, $561.6 million has been allocated to accelerating the land titling programs. $411.2 million has been allocated for additional community improvements. $3.4 billion has been budgeted for the Hinterland Roads program, while the number of community service officers will be increased to 2,500, creating an additional 500 jobs for young persons in Amerindian villages, and a sum of $60 million will be spent on training 650 SOs to serve in 220 communities within all 10 administrative regions. Still, Holder claimed that is not enough. Holder also expressed the belief that the country's biggest budget, comprising a whopping of $552.9 billion, fails to properly address poverty and put mechanisms in place to eradicate poverty. He suggested that the government should implement the Earned Income Tax Credit. The Earned Income Tax Credit is a tax credit for workers with low to moderate income and results in a tax refund once the EITC exceeds the amount of taxes owed. While the opposition supports the distribution of cash grants and tax cuts, they are adamant it must be for the benefit of the people who need it the most. To this extent, he says, the country's first oil budget is a total failure. None of the questions put forward by Holder were answered by the Minister of Tourism, Onich Waldron, during her presentation. Instead, she utilized the opportunity to highlight how the allocations in Budget 2022 would benefit Guyanese.
We have restored those subsidies to our pensioners, we have removed VAT on data, and we have, over the course of 3 successive budgets, cumulatively increased pensions. They took 5 years to move the pension by 7,000, and we did that in less than 18 months.
She bragged that the PPPC has been delivering on the AP New AFC's manifesto promises, and as such, the basis of their arguments that the budget does not support the poor and vulnerable cannot be supported. Meanwhile, Minister within the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development, Anand Prasad, referred to Budget 2022 as purposeful and called on the opposition side to support the budget. Presentations were also made by government members of Parliament Sipal Narayan, Yvonne Pearson, Fredericks, Kwame McCoy, and Faisal Jafarali. On the opposition side, presentations at the budget came from Dinarayan Ramsarup, Ronald Cox, Christopher Jones, and Hemrat Ramkumar. For the HTP Nightly News, Kendell Richmond.